Hi, and welcome everybody. This is Miguel Sorokin, and today I'm going to talk about the one of the next techniques from BABOK guide, which is called data dictionary. It's section number 12 from 10th chapter. Okay, let's read the definition of what a data dictionary is. A data dictionary is used to standardize a definition of data element and enable a common interpretation of data elements. Um, okay, if it's not clear right now, don't worry. Let's take a close look when a data dictionary can be used. Data dictionary is used to document standard definitions of data elements, their meanings, and allowable values. So what are the key phrases here? Key phrases are the meanings. We need to know what each data element means and what values it allows to take or to store. Data dictionary contains definitions of each data element and indicates how those elements combine into comprise data elements. The BABOK guide is talking about a composite data elements that are combined from multiple elements. Data dictionaries are used to standardize usage and meanings of data elements between solutions and between stakeholders. Key phrases here are solutions and stakeholders. So when we align two solutions, when we integrate two solutions, we need to have a common language. Um, they talk to each other. Say we have entity order in one system, we need to have the same corresponding mirroring entity in another system. So in this case, we use that dictionary to align them. Same approach here, less technical. When we have lots of stakeholders on the project, we need to have them name same things with the same words. That's why we can also use data dictionaries here. Data dictionaries are sometimes referred to as metadata repositories and are used to manage the data within the context of a solution. And an organization adopts data mining and more advanced analytics. A data dictionary may provide the metadata required by these complex scenarios. What this is talking about is the case when you do um, data mining, business intelligence. So, in order to extract the data correctly from the system, you need to understand, you need to know all the data elements, what they store, and looking at those data elements, you can configure your reporting or your BI tools. Data dictionary is often used in conjunction with an entity relation diagram. So if you are familiar with this concept of entity relation diagram, um, data dictionary will be very helpful because when you draw a diagram, you will, if you complement the diagram with the data dictionary, it will help the readers of that diagram understand better what those properties of the classes in the diagram actually mean and what they can store. Data dictionaries are maintained manually as a spreadsheet or via automated tools. In my practice, I mostly saw data dictionaries maintained manually. However, sometimes to get a to get a get sorry to get a good start, you can use database extract and start from there, defining your dictionary. So let's take a closer look at the example of a data dictionary. BABOK guide provides this example where data element 1 is actually your data element. Let's take, for example, uh, a person as an object. So person can have a name. So name will be name. Alias can be per person's nickname, for example. So, like Conor McGregor, and he can be named here the notorious value. It means that this row actually defines the meaning of what a name is. Quite obvious and self-explanatory. However, if we will be talking about more complex fields, meanings and values will be very informative and helpful. Description just briefly describes what that field means. So if you let's take a more complex example. Let's have a look at, for example, age. Name, age, alias. It can be blank. Values. What values can be in this cell? So obviously, um, those will be whole numbers from one to whatever the upper level will be in your case, like uh, 99 or 150 or whatever. Description says that it is the age of the person. I think you get what it should be. So a composite element is just a little bit more complex thing to understand. So, for example, if you need to store an address, it can be a composite field comprising of street, index, state, country, etc. So you just concatenate all those fields together in one field. Okay, let's move on. So what data elements uh, a data dictionary must contain? Name, it's a unique name of data element which will be referred to by um, the composite data elements or just by everybody else. It's just a key thing here. Alias, it's just an alternative name or nickname of a data element. Values meanings, a list of acceptable values for the data element. This may be expressed as an enumerated list or as a description of a lot of formats of the data, including information such as the number of characters. If the values is abbreviated, this will be included as an exception of that meaning. Description, the definition of the area element in the context of the solution. Okay, and if we are talking about a composite elements, composite data elements are built using data elements to build composite structure, which may include sequences, like in this example, first name plus middle name plus family name will be customer name. Oops. Repetitions where the one or more data elements may be repeated multiple times. Optional elements may or may not occur in a particular instance of a composite element. So what are the strengths of data dictionary? In the first place, it provides all stakeholders with a shared understanding of the format and the content of relevant information. A single repository of corporate metadata promotes the use of data throughout the organization in a consistent manner. So you aligned understanding of things across all your organizations and all your stakeholders using data dictionary, because you start naming same thing using the same words. Limitations. It requires regular maintenance, otherwise the metadata could become obsolete or incorrect. All maintenance is required to be completed in a consistent manner in order to ensure that stakeholders can quickly and easily retrieve the information they need. This requires time and effort on the part of their stewards responsible for the accuracy and completeness of the data dictionary. Unless care is taken to consider the metadata required by multiple scenarios, it may have limited value across the enterprise. I think now you get basic idea of what a data dictionary is. I very much encourage you to read all BABOK techniques. They contain much value, and that's a very good framework for everyday tasks. Okay, so stay tuned. Soon I will create more videos about BABOK techniques. Bye.